So 2018
is done with.
it's done. And we're
Can
ready
you
for-
believe we are in 2019? It's January, and I think it's a good opportunity just to look from a review perspective of all the things that took place in 2018.
Yeah, just to reflect on the stuff, what we got right, what we need to adjust, what we need to work on, and what's the way forward.
95% of whatever we do is contribution of volunteers. And really we want to celebrate our volunteers, because really it would not have been possible if it had not been for them. Just to, if I can start with, we started off in January 2019 with our achievement awards, and what we also had is, it was Vision Month. We had a beautiful Vision Sunday, but the thing that stands out for January was definitely Boot Camp 2018.
Yeah, Boot Camp 2018. That was a crazy one. Outside of the fact that we learned so much, and outside of the fact that we really engaged in the vision in our sessions, I mean, outside of that, we were having fun doing silly
It was
things in
major
the evening.
fun. And
it's
the
really
objective
crazy.
of Boot Camp 2018 really was to put systems and mechanisms as well as a new structure in place. And that basically provided the guideline for everything that took place. February was when we had the couples picnic before Valentine's Day. And just speaking on Marriage Connection, they had a beautiful conference as well
Amen to
in
that.
2018. It
Amen
was
to
phenomenal. I think it was the best conference that we had in a very long time around relationship building.
I want to actually compliment that team, because they've really built the brand in such a way that couples, even from outside that might not even be part of our church, or maybe even sometimes join up with other churches, couples, and they come through just to engage. And we also had a pastor from another church to speak on one of the topics, and just to engage people on marriage. But overall, man, I think people grow, couples are strengthened, a lot of couples learned a lot of things in those sessions. And yeah, big shout out to that team, Marriage Connection.
Now, March was major fun because it was Crystal Fest. And I must just say, our
was
area
fun.
ambassadors, maybe you can share some.
No,
light.
listen, I started phoning some of the ambassadors and say, listen, man, we want to do something fun. And then we ended up having like a little bit of a meeting with the whole team, and the energy in the room I promise you, the energy in the room was so high. They were saying, let's do jumping castles, let's do, and then we came up with this funny thing, that sumo wrestling.
Yeah.
We were like, yeah, let's do that. And that was the highlight of the night. Everyone had to go do sumo wrestling, bumping each other, with those big costumes. And I mean, the teams just worked together so nicely. I know the youth had like a PlayStation booth set up. The
Kids Believe was
Kids
involved.
Believe, the band and the choir had like a singing booth set up. And so every team really just came together to make the night fun.
For the very first time, we had the Kids Believe doing worship during
remember.
our service.
I remember.
I think more than ever, with the contribution of Crystal Choir, they made sure that the Kids Believe were involved.
They practiced the
in
song
the
well.
service. They were really, the kids enjoyed themselves.
Look, that was for me a nice highlight because my daughter is in the Sunday school.
Okay.
And so she was standing in the front of the stage there. She knows the words. And then when she comes home after the practice, she's like, Daddy, listen. And she was repeating all the words and everything they've been doing at the practice. So for me, that was a nice highlight.
You know what was a highlight for me? I like what Pastor Joan did in 2018 with the Wednesday night prayer meetings.
Engine room.
The engine room.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And people don't realize it, but the engine room is so important to keep the church. And we thank God for our Wednesday night prayer meeting. Right? Because really that is where the crux of the matter is. It's the engine room. Linked to that is the quarterly prayer and fastings that we had last year.
Yes.
We also had breakthrough services. And breakthrough services was, man,
It's always,
wow.
always nice and strong.
It just
powerful.
seemed like you just reached the climax at going towards the end of the year, because then it
It started building
coming.
momentum, yeah.
Yes.
Now, but we're looking forward to every breakthrough service. We're looking forward, for me personally, I like that 3-day fast. It's a short fast. It's not a very difficult fast, but it is, however, just a part where we say to God, look, we are laying our life, our bodies on the line here because
Yes.
we need you really to move. And like Rev always says, it's not twisting God's arm. It's just showing God that, look, we're really serious about this, and we're willing to come halfway or come to the party, and put food aside just so you can move more on our behalf. It's not easy for everyone, but it's what we do.
What we do. And the equipping center, right? it's so good that our congregation has a desire to get spiritually fed with training, which
That's
is part
important.
of the Destiny Vision, to train and equip, right? And we also had beautiful graduations here in the auditorium.
You know what you'll come to find actually, the more you equip yourself and the more you kind of stay in the loop of more knowledge, more understanding, more wisdom, the more you actually begin to move forward. I've realized that in my own life. That's why it's always nice to try and find opportunities and ways just to equip yourself more and, you know, build your understanding and your knowledge, especially of God's word. And I think the Equipping Center is a perfect place for you to achieve that. Plus, it's fun. It's nice.
fun.
We have a
It's
good
true.
time in the classes, you know.
Exactly.
It's really
It's very
fun.
interactive.
Yes, it's fun.
Yeah. 2018 also saw the launch of Young Adults. The first time that we had a huge Young Adults launch, and it was good for our young people to come out and really just enjoy an evening out of fellowshipping
Yeah,
together.
they had a comedian here. I know
True.
they had some bands. The
Yeah.
guys were singing, guys playing guitars and that kind of stuff.
Just having fun
and
and
they were
chilling.
really just having a coffee, you know, a very relaxed cafe kind of vibe. And so it was really cool. Yeah.
And Zakes, with the launch of the new structure, right? If you can remember last year, after boot camp, we introduced area ambassadors. And for the first time, we had people that really looked after a specific area and the congregation in that specific area. Also in February, we ordained all our area ambassadors.
That was
and,
good, that was
and,
good.
and really, I think for the very first time, we really touched the congregation. And I can just look forward to 2019 because I know the area ambassadors are going to achieve just much more.
Also, Kids Believe has been doing quite well
Phenomenal.
over
Phenomenally
2018. The
well.
fact that they got involved with
Just
Sunday
just
services.
walking into the building on a Sunday morning, right? There's the Kids Believe them busy registering there.
That
creates
hustle
a
and bustle.
buzz.
Yeah, that
It just
vibe.
creates a big buzz there. So really, shout out to all our Kids Believe teachers. Many people don't see them, but they too are volunteers, right? While you are enjoying the service, they are busy there training and looking after your kids. And they've got a curriculum that really spiritually feeds the children from the ages of 3 years old right up to the bridging stage of 12.
I also know that the teachers actually go for training,
True.
get
True
a real
that.
curriculum in place. So it's not just singing and, you know, keeping the kids busy. It's actually proper, like you say, curriculum. And that's why your children come back understanding God's word better, you know, knowing different praise and worship stuff that they do there. Remember, they came to join the choir.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's really worth it.
2018 also saw the launch of Reach Foundation, right? And I think as never before in 2018, socially, we did
We touched
a lot.
Yeah, we touched lives.
Compliments and our head off to Ashley and his team, because if I can think, there was the school shoe project
Yes.
that
Yes.
started at 1,000 miles for education. They started off with that. Then there was the blanket drive, the sleep out.
That was nice.
That was
nice.
That
I was telling my
initiative.
wife, you know what? I really want to go and see what this is going to be about.
Yeah.
And she was like, it was because it was cold. It
Yes,
was in winter. And
in
I think
winter.
that was the whole point, to see
Yeah,
that how people are sleeping under bridges in the winter and all that. And I told my wife, you know what? I want to go. I went there with my box and my blanket. And we watched the movie. We were relaxing. It was the atmosphere in the room again. I didn't want to go home because I actually told her, you know what, I'm just going to go see, you know, spend some time and then come back home. But when I got there, I just wanted to be with the people. We're drinking coffee, eating popcorn. It was such a nice atmosphere. It was really cool.
And you know, they are involved in so many things. If I think of Mandela Day, remember when we went out to Kliptown?
Oh, yes.
Right.
We gave people soup and
We
bread.
gave them soup, blankets, and wow, that was just a wow
You
experience.
know, I think for me, there's something to see somebody's gratitude on their face after we were able to participate in assisting them. That is priceless.
One thing that I think we got right in 2018 was the fact that through Reach Foundation, we touched not only people in the church, but we touched communities, we touched schools, right? And from a wellness perspective, I mean, a lot has been done and awareness has been brought via the Cancer Day, the HIV/AIDS, and that was great, and really the guys did very well. It was good and it was complementary to see how all the departments work together.
Yeah.
Right?
The technical teams, the camera crews.
There's been a lot of enhancements that took place during the year. Specifically, I think around how we structured the program. You know, and everybody was involved in that.
Yes,
I think we streamlined stuff around the live stream.
Yeah, the live stream. I wanna say that when we first started, we had around 10, maybe 8, 9, 10 views when we first started. And last year, leading into this year, it is doubled. I mean, to a lot of people, that might not be a lot, but on live we had 18 people, and they commented watching from different parts of the world. And I mean, for me, that's an improvement. It didn't go back; it doubled.
Yeah.
And so, as much as 18 might not be a million people, it's a big improvement that we're reaching. You know, a family maybe.
What we introduced in 2018 was that we had different themes for some of the months. For example, February was the month of love. I think of August, which was Oni, right? And then July, which was just one more, right? So it complemented our Sunday morning service. We had people walking about in the foyers promoting different events. I remember, don't know if you can remember people walking around with
the
their
bulbs
bulbs
for the different events.
advertising.
Yeah.
And really, it helped to bring the people together on a Sunday morning, even with the conferences that we had. And talk about conferences, it was sold out.
It was sold out in June. That's my personal favorite. We started it 8 years ago, having a youth conference, and every year, in fact, it has now become that one conference on people's calendars, especially on the young people's calendars, where they ask ahead of time, what's happening, who's coming, you know, how's it gonna be this year. And for me, it's a personal highlight to stand outside there and watch the cars pull in on the Friday night and watch the people line up, and they wanna participate in what, you know, young people are doing at Crystal Church. And I want to commend Grant as well. He's taken over you know, the youth side of things at Crystal Church, which is called The Factory, and he's run with it as well. And
Great
a big
stuff.
shout out to him. You know, the conference was a complete success. Young people came from all over the place. We've also joined forces with some other churches. There were about 3 churches involved, their youth ministries. We joined bands, we joined singers, we joined teams. And this year, more than ever, 2018 more than ever, we managed to pull off, you know, a nice combination of different churches
coming
where we
together.
work together in the drama, in the dance, in the music and everything. So that was nice.
Own It 2018.
Clean.
Shout out to all the ladies, Pastor Joan, her team. What a conference. I think, you know how I felt with the Uni conference. It felt like conference.
It felt like
everybody was involved. Every department was literally
There was an
involved.
energy in the air
Yeah.
that led up to the event, and I like that energy. During the week, we're running around,
Yeah.
go fetch things, go switch things on, set up things. That there's a vibe that people are like, okay, it's gonna be conference, and
Yes.
it brings a nice energy. Yeah,
It was not just the ladies alone,
yeah.
but it was
Everyone got
everybody.
involved, yeah, and I think that also creates a nice, memorable bonds amongst one another.
Our first-time visitors always comment. Will comment us on let's say 3 things: hospitality, the warmth that they experience. They will talk about the sermon, how the sermon impacted them, and then they will talk about
The
the
worship
worship
experience,
experience. And really, I want to commend Pastor Lester and his team for doing an excellent job. They had a beautiful golf day this year.
Yes,
Um,
that was
then-
nice. I wasn't there, but I saw the videos, and it really.
We are making up our 4 ball this
Yo,
year.
listen, Pastor Ronald goes and plays. I see the pictures. I'm saying, yeah, you must invite me. And so this year we have to be
While
sure.
we will be there.
We're gonna
Be there.
play.
They did a DVD recording last year, which was phenomenal. It was excellent. 18 songs that they recorded
I remember.
on the Sunday morning
No,
service.
listen, we were involved in the production side of things. Woo! We were running around, but the event, the morning, it was successful. People showed up.
Yes.
We did all the
was
music,
nice.
the angles, the shots. From a technical side of things, everything went smooth. I know the music side of things, everything went smooth. And so we're looking actually forward to seeing the outcome of that production. That's gonna be nice.
Zakes, and as we came to the close of the year, we went back to Miracle Month.
Oh yes, I remember.
And really, the testimonies was just phenomenal in terms of how people's lives were changed. I know there was a lady that sowed seed, and beginning of December, she got a job. because
Yes,
of
I
the
remember
CD.
that testimony.
Right. So, it was great to the theme of that month, Miracle Month. It was also the introduction of Honor Seed. And really, it was good to see how the church appreciates
Our
their-
leader, yeah.
Our leader. And did we have fun time when we celebrated his birthday, Pastor Jones' birthday.
That was fun. That was
That
fun,
was
yeah.
very fun. Nothing of this would have been possible if it's not for the people that make it possible. Every department, everyone in the department. These are all the wins, the W's. I also mentioned that this organization would not be able to function if it wasn't for volunteers. And volunteers, you'll find them everywhere. In the car park, the security team that is doing a phenomenal job, right, in terms of organizing and dealing with some of the people.
Yeah,
I don't want to mention it. I don't want to mention it. I don't want to mention it.
Let's say that. Sometimes
But,
there's challenges.
They deal with
But
it.
they deal with it, yeah.
That's volunteers. The people that greet at the door. When you walk in, there's warm and welcome hosts and hostesses that make you feel comfortable. The choir, they too are volunteers.
Yes.
The band are volunteers. So
The ushers,
we
the-
really want to
everyone.
salute, right, every volunteer in every department, wherever they serve on a Sunday morning or even during the week.
So listen, Pastor Rao, 2018 was nice. We just mentioned all the good things we've
Yeah.
achieved. Now, you say that we want to improve on things and
We
we want to go
definitely are gonna
further
improve.
and higher.
True.
Now, listen, this is what I want to urge every person, perhaps watching this video, every person that's already in a team. Let's make this video at the end of this year,
True.
which is a 2019 video of a reflection. Let's make that video be like, wow, we achieved
make
this,
sure
we
that
did
you
this,
are
we did
part
that,
of it.
and we want you. I promise you, family, there's new opportunities coming in 2019. There's a lot on the table opportunities that will throw itself at you. I want you to grab a hold of every moment, every opportunity, everything you can take, and let's run with it. And at the end of this year, let's look back and say, wow, we achieved this, and God changed so many lives. And God, we helped this one with that house, we helped that one with this, we restored this, we handed out food, we did whatever it is that we did. Our family members got saved. There was health, there's testimonies,
And people grew spiritually.
people grew spiritually. That's
Yes.
our main aim. And let's make 2019 memorable. So with that, I want to say, get involved. Let's make 2019 even better than what 2018 was.